Hi, Saturn here with the sharpest teeth. I am coming on with an update because I told y'all that I would let you know what it is that I'm doing now. So this is going to be kind of like a vlog, and we have EG here as our companion. This is just gonna be like stream of conscious stuff. I don't think I'm gonna pull cards today. I feel like apologizing for how long it's been since I've updated, but you guys who have been with me for a while understand that that is kind of par for the course for me. I would love to get into a regular routine and show up however I am, no matter what. And that is kind of what has been on my mind since deciding to record this. Ooh. And so, yeah, I have been effing depressed. Like, so depressed. Back in October of 2025, I left my nonprofit job. I was burnt out, and I had just gotten top surgery, and I saved up some money to get me through the next few months after quitting. And my goal was to start a business doing spiritual house cleaning and coaching people on how to build a spiritual relationship with their homes and how that can translate into our relationship with ourselves. And I am doing that. I have done that. I've been doing that. I also started making art because that felt like a lot safer to do. And so I started lino cut printing. I have an Etsy now where I sell my lino cuts, and it's been very helpful. It's been a wonderful practice for me. I love art where I can destroy something and then make something else out of what I've destroyed, which is exactly what lino cut printing is. It's carving a block into a stamp and then stamping your art. So I was doing that for a while, and I'm still doing that, and I'm still doing tarot readings for people one-on-one, and I am here now to tell y'all, I guess, about that. But I have been getting sick, I've been depressed, and I'm taking it as a learning opportunity. I feel like every time I go through these ebbs, I learn something new, and that can be translated to help my clients and help you all here. I am very much into like sharing my experience and learning through trial and error. So what I am learning in this process right now is how to be in relationship with my home while I am struggling to even be in relationship with myself. And a lot is going on in the world right now, and it's not exactly easy for many of us to witness and to be affected by, directly or indirectly. And I realized that I was shutting down a lot of processing around what's going on and how my friends and family of friends are affected by the ICE raids and the anti-trans legislature and the takeover of our government, the slow but fast descent to fascism, that a lot of us, including myself, saw coming for the past 5 years, or oh my god, it's 2026, for the past 10 years. A lot of us have seen this coming. Sorry. And part of it is also kind of grappling with feeling insane because we're getting like socially gaslit and being told that like it's not anything to worry about. And most of us know that that is not true. I have cat hair in my mouth. Gross. A lot of us know that that is not true. A lot of us are taking matters into our own hands. Some of us are on the front lines right now at protests and working through mutual aid and doing whatever we can to feel normal in this hellscape. And oh my god, right now I just like whenever I'm online I just get bombarded with AI, and even just seeing that takes a toll on my mental health, knowing what is happening with AI and like how much water it's taking up, and like oh my god, everything feels so overwhelming. And all I can do right now is allow myself to feel these feelings, process these feelings, talk about them with people instead of isolating, and talk about them with the right people, talk to people in my neighborhood, and engage in community. And so I'm trying to do that here as much as I want to just entirely remove myself from the internet world. I don't think that is the answer. I think the answer for me is to be intentional in how I show up and be purposeful in how I'm showing up online, what spaces I'm choosing to interact in, how I'm choosing to interact in those spaces, and also being intentional on how I am showing up at home when I'm alone, and just having just bringing mindfulness into my everyday and making sure that I am choosing to do the things that I am doing instead of just going wherever the wind takes me. So that's a little bit about what I've been up to and where I'm at. I had a 3-year anniversary yesterday with my partner. I cleaned the house somewhat to the extent that I could. I did all the dishes last night, and I cleaned the kitchen, and that feels amazing. It's amazing to have an empty sink, okay? An empty kitchen sink. It's the best feeling. And I picked some flowers, and we had dinner. I lit some candles. We made dinner, and we watched Amelie together, only somewhat interrupted by our dog and our cat and our desire for ice cream. We drank tea, and it was really nice to sit at the dinner table and eat dinner together. We played a little game. It was basically just questions, prompts to answer about each other and our relationship. And, you know, usually what we do is we eat dinner while we're watching TV, or he's doing homework in the dining room while I make art and some TV show plays that I'm only half paying attention to, and that doesn't really feel good. So it felt really nice to bring some intention and some presence into my relationship, and also just to myself. And what I find is that when I do that, it's very rarely an unpleasant experience. Even if I'm feeling emotions that I was avoiding feeling without even realizing I was avoiding feeling them because whatever. What I find is that it's healing, no matter what. Like, it brings some amount of healing to me and to whatever. And like, I ate some breakfast and I did my dishes before doing this, and that felt really good. And last night, after I did the dishes and cleaned the kitchen a little bit, I brushed my teeth and I washed my face. And like, these things that come with the slow momentum are incredibly helpful. And also, I am exhausted. I slept in today. But I had a client text me and come over today instead of tomorrow, and we chatted, and they've been going through a very similar thing, right? They are also just dissociating and avoiding their feelings. And so I do find that we're often going through similar things. You know, we're all kind of riding the waves. So that's what I'm doing. I am working hard, and I am dealing with the mental health stuff that I've dealt with my entire life. And I'm not going to pretend like it was easy to quit a job that provided security and healthcare and stability in order to go out on a limb and practice these things and try something almost entirely new, but also incredibly similar to what I did during lockdowns. It's really difficult. It's very vulnerable. I'm putting myself out there, and I'm seeing a lot of things that I didn't realize I was dealing with still. And I'm incredibly grateful for for what I've learned, for the things that I know are helpful, and when I am able to use the tools that I have in my toolbox, when I'm willing to use the tools that I have in my toolbox. So, thinking about willingness and all sorts of things, I'm doing gratitude journaling. I am writing about Loki. I am making candles. I am putting myself out there in terms of my art. I'm putting myself out there here right now. I'm being authentic. And I also realize that I want to be this person who has all the answers, who knows what the hell they're talking about, and I don't always. I'm just kind of figuring it out alongside my clients. I'm figuring it out alongside you all. There are some chapters in my life where I do feel so in alignment and in flow, and like I just know what's happening and what's going on, and now is just not one of those times. And one of the things that I said to my client today is that like it's really important to accept these ebbs as a part of the human experience, because if we didn't have these things that we are learning on this human journey, like what it would be the point of incarnating and having the human experience, you know? Like this is kind of the point, going through these challenges and learning how to overcome the challenges and problem solving. Like our brains love to problem solve. So there's that. And I don't know if you're curious hearing more about the spiritual house cleaning stuff, I could talk about that. If you want a tarot reading, we could talk about that. I could do another tarot reading. I probably will quite soon, considering I have a free time tomorrow since my client moved their appointment to today. Yeah. So that's my plan, is to come on and do a tarot reading for tomorrow. Probably do one for Leo. I'll probably do a general one as well. Not sure when I will schedule those to be released, but I will record them tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have another one posted. And yeah, that's it. That's what's been going on for me. That's where I'm at right now, and just showing up as best I can, even when my brain thinks it would be better to not exist. I know that my brain is just trying to protect me from whatever it is that I'm experiencing. And I am here to remind my brain that it is safe to exist. It is safe to be alive. It is safe to have a body. It is safe to put myself out there and be authentic. It is safe to experience vulnerability. It is safe to be in community. And it is safe to take care of myself. So, and it's safe to ask for help also. So, that's it. Thank you for joining me and Earl Grey here. And I'll see you tomorrow.